Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Well, this isn't Erectune Rising. This is a one shot. I only had two players available, but I roped in two other players on our server to do a epic one shot that may or may not be one or two sessions, depending on how all of our one shots have gone previously. The one shot I think is supposedly on what, session four. Uh, but uh, welcome. Uh, you can join us here on Mondays for Little Plant Gaming. She is currently playing through Final Fantasy X. I think that she's going to be coming back this next week, but don't hold me to it. You got our bi-weekly game on YouTube, Planet Escape, Edge of the Void. Uh, we always have to say Edge of the Void like that. It's also DM'd by our wonderful birthday boy, the Grey Jedi. And then you can also, in the links down below, you can join our Discord, our Patreon, and our YouTube in order to catch up on all of your wacky adventures from Erectune Rising to Planet Escape. Uh, and, with maybe more games coming here shortly. But without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to my players. We'll start with Owen.
All right. Hi there, folks. I am Owen or Concleod, and you'll find me as Concleod on Twitch, where I'm a streamer, and on TikTok, where I make videos where I attempt to be funny. It's hit or miss. Uh, you also will find me on the server, and I am in fact working on trying to put together some one shots, learning how to be a DM. In the process with Mayhem. So you may see me joining into more of those types of things pretty soon. And yeah, I'm looking for a lot of fun.
Riser.
Well, hi guys. I'm Ben, or Riser, and I'm one of the people that got roped into this, as you were from the server. But gonna be hopefully gonna be fun and see how much stuff we can break.
I expect a lot of breakage. Our wonderful player, Parker, or Spastic.
Hey, I'm Spastic Squirrel, but bleh. I play Parker on the Rectune Rising, but I'm playing Pip today, so that'll be fun. Yeah, maybe a necromancer. I've had necromancy stuck in my mind for a while, so this will be fun.
This is totally not ominous then.
All right. Yep.
And then last but not least, again, I'll reiterate this: our birthday boy, Grey Jedi.
Otherwise known as the Galactic DM of Planetscape, Edge of the Void. Um, if you need a map made, hit me up. Other than that, see you in the Discords.
All right. So we'll get player in. I don't even know how I want to start this off. But you all find yourself laying on a nice cold stone floor as your eyes flutter open. Uh, the room is airy with polished oak floors. Oh, wow! I'm already doing a great job with that. The walls are lined with shelves that hold a huge number of books, as well as a variety of timekeeping devices, hourglass sundials, candles, and tall windows letting in the bright sun of the view of the wild mountain peaks. Uh, what do you guys do? Or at least let's get with introductions or a brief description of your characters. Anyone can go.
staring
Well,
at
all
a
right.
bear.
I think I'll take this one. Hello, everyone. My name is Torik. I'm a bugbear fighter, Echo Knight, monk, Kinsai. I'm here to bring the chaos and also good to my friend.
I'm staring at the bear. The bear speaks. I am Totin Kazil. Where am I? I am by the way, a Goliath druid. You've taken away me from my trees, which I'm livid.
Do as we may.
Kind of little bit off to one side of the group is a somewhat thin man in very dark robes, almost black, leaning on a large staff and looking at this place with a critical eye. Why did I get sent here? I was supposed to go to the astral plane.
Then you see a Kenku just kind of like off to the side, like feathers kind of like, whoa. Well, this isn't the graveyard. Where am I? Oh, new friends. Fun. I mean, hi.
And with these slight introductions give way, you guys begin to notice that there's been signs of fighting in this room. Some shelves are slashed, others are scorched and blackened by intense fire. Torn pages litter the floor, and shattered glass twinkle among the piles of sand that used to be hourglasses, while slumped form of humanoids wearing stained robes lie against the wall or sprawled out on the floor. As you begin to notice, a well-muscled humanoid with lustrous green skin is sitting on the floor within a ring. A slight glance off of him, you see, or you guys feel, celestial energy seeping off of him. I've seen that you've wakened. I'm terribly sorry to pull you from your timelines, but I fear that this is worth the risk. All of our timelines are in danger now. My name is Azora. The man in front of you grips his chest that has been stained red.
Tiny man, are you well?
He doesn't look very well.
I asked the tiny man.
I mean, he just doesn't look very well, unless that's not his blood.
Unfortunately, this is my blood. Though it was a wound inflicted by one of my own.
Your own people turned on you.
It was not my own. It was a single faction. It seems that they, I don't know why, but it just seems like their madness has taken over them, and they've come in here demanding that we help them come and help them with their plans. Their name was Tempai, was their leader, and I've known them for quite some time. It seems to be like they're after chronomancy. Time magic that even you guys hearing alone would it would upset the balance. But again, I feel like this is definitely worth the risk, as it opposes such as a danger that it will stop all of our timelines. I've picked you four to deal with this situation. You were great heroes in your time, but I also picked you at one of the points where you were close to death.
Toten Kazio could not be close to death.
I mean, the ritual was risky, but wasn't that bad. Thought we had everything planned out.
Through whatever means of your deaths, unfortunately it can't be changed, but you were great and powerful in that time. You, Goliath, what are some of your feats?
Well, Toten Kazil was the great protector of the forest, of the land, of the mountain. No one tread on that mountain and tread over it, only through it, the way that they should. Bandits were a thing of the past. Even those who thought to come and tame the wild would not dare enter. And that's the way it has been, year upon year. I have been there centuries at this point.
But unfortunately it does not stop the wheel of time into where war was brewing in one of those other nations that would eventually march upon your mountain for resources. Bugbear, what are some of your feats?
Led my armies of the Fae into the Goblin Wars, and I arose to be the Goblin King. I guess it was folly. I am an archfey of yon mountains high. I wait for my enemies before I pounce upon them.
But even you,
And I just ting 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 on my my glaive.
but even you sometimes will have trouble in court, to where the simplest poison or divine favor, assassination attempt here and there, to where it will be your folly.
Use my glaive. Just giant, like 10-foot arms go from the ground just to folding, and they actually sit down onto the ground. I just look at them.
You look good.
And I'm gonna just sink one of my healing touches from my monk feet into it, and he'll get back 4 hit points. Not much, but it just
You smell like death. Thanks.
Well, the magic I hold is keeping you here, and I wish for it not to waver, so thank you. You, sorcerer, what were some of your feats?
I overthrew the serpent gods. I dragged them down from their perch above us all and ground them under my heel, then took their temples as my own. We were going to expand into the astral plane to see if anyone there would be as welcoming in any way.
Though it seems to be a little of a grand plan, but that will still not stop Godslayers in their own. And you, little Kenku, what are some of your feats?
I made many friends. Yeah, friends. People would come from far and wide just to see their family again. Made it sort of a business. I'm healing them in some form or fashion.
Though it does not stop the local county from calling you a witch.
Which?
Witch.
Which?
So, there, hopefully that helps. So, I have brought you all here because you have amazing talents, and hopefully that you guys can work as a team to go and solve this issue that threatens to unravel time itself.
And
Hopefully
what
that.
exactly is this issue that we have to face?
She's a
Describe-
planetard just like myself. She was always interested in the far plane, and I feel like that has gotten the better of her, but I do not know what her plan is. And of course, this being a temple of chronomancy, it must be part of what she is looking to do. But if she uses too much of this power, then who knows what type of havoc she would run, or they would run, in the time line.
Team seems tough to Totem Kaziel. I can team with the bird cleric, who seems at least reasonable with what they've done. But overthrowers, usurpers, I do not know.
What's wrong, Ray? Have a little bit of a squishiness to you. There's not something wrong with me that you used to tell me.
I just get a menacingly 7.5 feet tall, like standing in front of you. I have a golden glaive and also what looks like to be this very nasty looking shield that's covered in bone and different hides that have been sewn together. I'm intimidating as fuck.
I who am holding currently also a shield made out of the darkest of wood, blood dark, and stained with it as such. And holding a staff of power, I will just tap the staff onto that shield. Art, I believe we are similar, yet the outcome is different.
Like how you say those words without knowing anything. Have you been to the Fae? Have you been to my side? Have you seen the generations the fairies have put upon my goblin folk? No, you haven't. So don't tell me you are not comfortable with things, young boy. You have not yet lived
Young boy, I have watched tyrants fall. Totenkazil has been here longer than the spit of the ground, the air, and the earth. I have been here watching cities fall outside the walls. You are nothing like that.
Enough.
Thank you. I was just going to get to that. Look,
Put this petty squabble aside. The mere fabric of time is going to be ripped in front of us, and all you guys are doing is seeing who has the biggest member.
I stand up at full height with my glaive just.
I'm not opposed to working as a team. I've worked with teams before. I can do it again. Just maybe we should, little Kenku, if you don't mind, maybe you could stand between the Goliath and the Bugbear. I don't know if it would help, but it's worth a try.
I like gleefully jump between them. Sure. I like friends.
Well, look at that.
Good.
Look,
I love birds. Birds
Tolek
are
looks
great in
down
the
at you,
trees.
surprised, and goes,
Great courage. I like you.
and I give you a little flick with one finger, but it's like a full, like getting hit in the back with a full hand.
I like fall forward
Ooh.
and then get back up and dust myself off. Well, that was fun.
Well, I think we found the one person in the group, at least, that we can all agree that we will defend to the last.
Before you depart, there is a slight time constraint. I'm only able to hold on to this spell for a day, maybe two. So you will have to act quickly. Though if you do need a short rest, I do have these 3 hourglasses. He'll hand them over. They are silvered hourglasses. Jeez, wow, it's right in front of me and I can't even say it. These will stop the flow of time around you for at least an hour. As I said, maybe a day or two, but I still wouldn't want to dilly-dally. The place where I'm going to be sending you is a temple that was an outpost, to where it was centered around knowledge of the far planes. It has seemed to gone dark, along with whatever madness has taken them. Act quickly, swiftly, and I wish you the best of luck. And with that, you guys are teleported away.
Okay.
There are. You guys land in a dark cavern. As you look around you, you see the teleportation circle that has sent you is formed in the dark sand. As you look around, you see bright lights a far distance across what seems to be a reflective pool. The pressure of the teleportation disappears and you feel a rush of cool air on your skin as you emerge. As you take in your surroundings, it seems that you are on a great subterranean lake of a black cavern. On the far side of the lake, the cavern walls close into a point where they meet to what appears to be a temple across the lake. What do you guys do?
Well, this is quite the nice view.
I assume that tower is where Toten Kazil and us have to go. Is that right? Is that everyone's take on this?
That is the conclusion that I am coming to, yes.
Okay. Then across this lake we must go. Does that sound right?
That sounds correct to me.
Let's go.
What's the distance on that?
The lake itself, you can roughly guess that it's probably about 800 feet across. As you guys look around, because I'm not even going to ask you to roll perception because you're going to blow it out of the water. You take in the account of the shoreline, which has a dock that's probably about 20 feet ahead of you. And as you guys are getting closer to the lake, you actually start to see parts of the lake are actually glowing. If anyone wants to make a nature check, feel free.
Oh, I will do that. I believe I can help a little bit.
I'm gonna do detect magic too.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's not the one I was thinking I was getting better at.
I love negative mods
Nope.
on a character. I don't know what this is.
What'd you get?
I got a 2.
I mean,
Got a-
you were a mountain dweller.
Got a 14.
2.
14 will make it. But Pip, when you go and do the detect magic, the glowing isn't magical. CN, your time, wherever that may be, you are familiar with bioluminescent bacteria that often glow in dark depths.
That's bacteria or algae, some kind of. Not doesn't seem magical, does it? Does it, small Kenku? I don't think we actually asked you. No, I don't know if we ever actually asked your name.
Me, Pip.
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 That is.
Gloriously simple.
Yes.
Toten Kazia likes it.
I was going to say something along the lines of, look, simple actually works quite well. We'll stick with that.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Tola
Young
got
bird.
distracted by the lights.
There's pretty lights out there. What's
Yes.
what's that all about?
It's things in the water that glow,
Oh.
and it's not
Should we
magic.
kill it?
It's not magic, and it's not technically alive. It's not able to be killed.
Is it? Can I reach one of them with my 20-foot arm reach with my glaive?
Sure.
I just poke at the water.
All right, I think we gotta kill it. So what we gotta do? All right, here we go.
The water ripples around where your glaive enters the water. Can you make a strength check?
Absolutely. It's just a check.
Yeah.
All right, cool. With my 29 strength, let's see what I get. A 16 plus 9 for 25.
Oh wow! It just enters the water and comes right back out like nothing fucking happens, other than you're cutting the or the surface of water, and that's about it.
This thing's strong. It's not doing anything.
He just stops and goes,
This opponent is very strong. I like you. You're now one of my top 5.
I approve.
Can
of
we
your-
can we see into and see everything in that water, or what's the consistency of that?
The consistency of water.
Of that water.
Of that water. I mean, it's a normal, like, you can't see into it because there's not a lot of light. And dark vision only goes so far. But even still, you're looking at gray and pitch black right next to each other, and it's not like Bahama water where you can see your feet. You see where it glows, and that's about it. And at the dock, there is an actual boat. Just, I forgot to throw that out there.
Toten Kaziel's bored. Let's get on the boat.
Do you know how to use a boat? Do you know how to sail one?
I'm a druid, not a hermit. We have
is
boats.
this a sailing boat or like a rowboat?
It's a rowboat.
I don't think this is going to be comfortable for me. I'm not very good with this.
He like stows himself a little bit more. Like,
I don't like water. Water's bad. It's...
You don't like water.
I don't...
Yeah.
Goblin kind don't bathe.
You know, somehow I'm not surprised by that.
I cover myself with mud. And I give myself a bath with mud.
Are you actually a large tabaxi?
What are those?
They're cats.
Cats.
They're cats that are people-sized.
Oh, in the Fae, cats have giant tentacles with suckers at the end of them. So I don't think it's the same cat.
No, it's
But
not.
I have a cat. I've seen cats.
Only
Maybe
when she
one day.
opens her
Maybe
eyes.
one day we.
Toten Kaziel will get in the boat.
Yeah, I just jump in.
Yep.
Like skip into it. I don't know.
Cyan will jump in
very
as well.
slowly and cautiously, like an ape, holding on to both sides. Like one foot's on one side, one hand's on the other, and it's a bit rocky. But I get into it.
Don't like this.
Oh,
Are
this is
you-
gonna go swimmingly.
Are you feeling better now?
No.
So do you
Well-
guys push off?
Oh, you're in, so let's go.
Who's rowing?
Mm,
I just stick my two hands into the water and start going.
What? As
I was
long
sitting,
as
I was sitting in the back, just two hands, just
Right, here we go.
as long as he's doing that, I'm gonna put my hand in the air and just produce flame then, and I will use produce flame to hold a big 10-foot of light in the air as we row out into darkness.
Okay.
I start imitating
only
the bear.
fingertips, by the way, only fingertips.
I'm like imitating the bear on one side because I can only reach one side of the boat.
That works. Okay. So,
I will. um. Oh, it only lasts a minute. No, we're not going to do that.
okay.
I had an idea, but it doesn't. It's not long. It doesn't last long enough.
That's fine. So as you're just cupping water, I mean, they're perfectly good oars, but we're just cupping the water and going. I'll
I almost think it's like a speedboat in my mind because I'm just like,
Making it work.
Yep. As you get to about 200 feet into the actual voyage, can everyone make me perception checks?
6.
4.
19.
Okay.
30.
Sweet. Alright. So, everyone sees a giant purple rip go 300 feet above you guys, rip open into the ceiling, as only Cien and Tolric see 5 humanoid figures flying out of it. They seem to be heading down towards the temple, but everyone then sees flame and ice and claws tearing into them. But Tolric and Cien see that these figures have tentacle faces, are in cloaks. They are mind flayers.
Hmm.
And it seems to be that they are being attacked by a trio of young brass dragons.
Ah.
What do you guys do?
I cast False Life.
That's in front of us. Like,
yeah,
how far in
it's a
front?
little bit further ahead of you.
Okay.
I would say probably 200 or so feet.
Okay.
But you still have 600 feet in order to get to the temple.
I am going to extinguish the light in my hand.
Yes, I think that would probably be a good idea right about now.
Slow paddles.
Maybe
And I cast False Life on myself, kind of like silently.
Okay.
do you think that perhaps some of us should maybe we should use the oars as well, or
I think we should double check.
Toten Kaziel will use the oars now, in a slightly different left-hand direction from the ripped sky.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I blanked out for a second. What?
I am now going to steer the oars a little bit on the other side of that temple. If it's coming down on one side, generally the other side.
You're trying to stay away at least as much as possible without going away from where this
You're making an arch.
Little bit,
Yeah.
little bit, if possible.
Are we doing a bootstrap turn?
Do you
Sorry,
know?
that's a Jack Sparrow joke from the newest movie where he throws a rope onto a rock and the entire ship does a complete Nui.
I am minorly surprised you know what that is, seeing that you don't like water.
I had generals. They did stuff. I didn't. I was on ground. I don't deal with the sea.
I suppose that is fair.
So as you guys are taking the long way around, keeping an eye on where you guys saw the dragons.
What the heck did you guys see again?
That's true. Actually, we there are mind flayers and dragons fighting over that way. The way that we're going away from now.
Toten Kaziel says, "Let them have it out for themselves."
I am all for letting the nasty people kill each other.
It takes
Then I
less.
can make the losers my friends.
Oh,
I mean, we'd have to wait till. We're going to have to figure that out. What exactly your definition of a friend is, because right now apparently everybody's your friend.
As you guys are talking and keeping your eyes on the sky, you guys get another 200 so feet, a lot quicker than what you did before. So you're about halfway through the lake. Tolric and Cien, as you guys are seeing they're fighting, you actually you start to see the 5 drop and hit water.
Oh.
And the dragons are done with them and are flying, patrolling. And it seems that they are, at least one of them is heading your way.
Oh dear, this isn't good. They're coming this way. Dragons are coming.
You then hear a roar as the other 2, who are slightly farther away, are now making their way to you.
Oh boy.
Do they see us?
Full speed ahead, I think. The dragons are coming. This is a problem. Go.
Alright. Before they catch up, we'll say another 200 feet have passed.
Okay.
Before one of them catches up to you. It hovers there next to the boat it's flying and hovering, kind of going in line with the boat. Who goes there? Why do you come this way?
We were informed that there was something that needed to be taken care of at this temple. Something in regards to the breaking of chronergy magic, I believe it was. Am I correct there?
Toten Kaziel says, Azorius, small being, sent us to save universe, or universes, and trees.
Hold on, are the trees and universes separate things for you?
They're part.
But you just mentioned them in separate categories.
I put importance on certain things.
I suppose that's fair. Just, you made me curious. All right.
But why go to the temple? Tenpai seems to have it handled.
And who is that now?
That's who was mentioned by Azorius, the bleeding one, who said that person took and harmed them. Betrayal.
Hey,
Look,
doing cover for magic, bad magic.
Look, I was trying to get him to admit it, but I see your point actually. Well, that's actually true. So you work for this person? You serve this person?
We do not serve, but we've been tasked with patrolling the area. Mind flares are more and more common. And our mother owes the Planetar a favor for tasks of old that she was helped out in.
You all seem righteous creatures. This Tempa is of danger, apparently seeking to take time at their whim.
Yes, that doesn't seem to be terribly good for most people involved.
We have faith in her, and sure her intentions are pure. We know not what she plans, though.
Would you be terribly averse to us at least going in and trying to find that out? At the moment, we're not really intending to try and cause harm. We're just attempting to find out what there is to find out.
Alright, so that's going to be a persuasion or persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception, or just persuasion?
Either or.
Okay. Dirty 20 deception.
Dirty 20. Is anyone else going to do anything to help CM?
Token Kazuya will swear upon his trees that we have good intent. And I will do that with perception, or with persuasion.
It's either that or you can give him an advantage.
My
I'll
deception-
give him an advantage because I believe in his statement.
yeah, my deception is way higher than my persuasion, so. But I'll roll
Hey,
again.
I understand that, man.
That is definitely better. 26.
Just beats it. Although we cannot help you pass, we have to keep our patrols up in order to make sure that the mind flayers don't have their way into the temple. You may pass.
Our intentions are not to cause violence. That I do swear.
So Pip, during this whole interaction, Pip is looking very envious of the flying dragon and is like, could I have a short ride? Please? I've always wanted to know what it was like to fly.
As you're saying this, the two other dragons are circling overhead. Roll a persuasion check.
Gosh. Let's find out. A 5.
Eh.
The dragon it promptly ignores you, and they all begin to part ways as to keep up the patrol.
I look very disappointed.
Well, you guys are 200 feet out of the temple shore.
All right.
They seemed like charming dragons. Token Kazuya
Sure, if
approves.
we could get a ride.
It will be all right, bird friend.
I mean, they're on the clock. I can understand why they might not be able to give people rides. When you're on the clock, you've got to stay on the clock.
Friends. I wanted to make new friends.
I think there'll be plenty of chances to make friends when we get to this temple, don't you?
Friends.
So we rode.
Row.
I'm rowing as you guys are having that because we're just sitting here now. Torek will go.
Yes, we can go, Ulrich.
It
I'm
doesn't.
still rowing.
It doesn't take you guys long to hit the other shore, as you see a temple with large stone doors.
I get a big mouthful of sand as I kiss the ground.
That can't taste good, can it?
I like the grittiness between my teeth.
That can't be healthy.
Well, it is respect for the earth. You have to have that.
I mean, there's one thing between having respect for the earth, which I think all people should have, and trying to swallow mouthfuls of sand.
Come on, you guys never liked, sandpaper going down your throat? It's like
Torek has had much worse food before. It is fine. I have had horrible tasting things. Sand would be an improvement.
I see. I'm going to ask you now to never invite me to dinner.
And you see like this disappointment as in the Fae, the conditions of eating still applies to goblins.
So, as you guys are making your way towards the temple and up the steps. You guys push open the doors with great ease. A large room with high ceilings held up by thick pillars of gray stone open up before you. Wooden pews standing on either side of an aisle that runs up to a stone altar carved with a scroll behind which stands a beautiful statue of an angelic woman. Smaller doors leading off to the left and right of the room, and a staircase in the rear heading downwards. All around you lie the same signs of violence you saw back at the shrine. Blood splattering on the floor, splintered wooden shows where heavy blades tore apart the pews. A white-robed elf with a bloody bandage pulled tightly across his eyes is praying at the altar. Standing guard over him are three angelic figures, tall and powerful, but with a strange air of sickness. Their skin is deathly pale, with the orbs of their eyes are black as void. What do you guys do?
Do they appear to have noticed us?
You can make an insight check.
Natty 1.
91.
Net 1.
Oh.
I wish I could roll a
Truly our
91.
gods then.
I wish I could roll a 91.
Hey, level 20.
Good show on you, sir. Good show. Yes.
Give me all the guidance and all the bardic inspiration you can spare.
You're not entirely sure. It doesn't seem like they have moved. As for, well, what's the rest of the party doing?
So, should I go heal them?
Heal how?
I
Are
have
there-
a healer's kit. I can actually heal too.
Bird Cleric has some good points, at least to protect some of these people. Or whatever's going on with them.
Or we can wait for them to die and I can heal them that way too.
I'm very curious, Bird Cleric.
How do you? I mean,
No,
if you want to go and give it a try, I'm not going to say don't do it.
Bugbear, what do you think?
So there's hurt people and angelic figures that are standing around a praying altar while some dude.
There is an elf in white robes sitting and praying at the altar with three angelic figures surrounding him.
Okay.
Is there anything?
I don't think these people. Well, Torek, I don't know yet if these people are enemies or not. So
She beckoned to you, tell me.
Tightly gripping my glaive.
all right. I mean, Pip, if you want to go and talk to them, I'm not going to say no. Just
I go with you, little Pip.
I skip forward a little bit.
And walk
follow.
alongside.
Hello?
As you skip forward, a voice enters your mind. Hello, little one. This is going in everyone's head. Why are you
Hello?
here?
I can help.
It is funny that you come to such a place at such a time. My name is Shion.
Hi, I'm Pip.
Where are you, Shion?
That's actually a very good question. Wait a minute.
I was deep in prayer.
Is it obvious to all of us that everyone else is hearing the voice as well? Just checking, or
It's pretty obvious that Pip hears something.
Orlick is freaking out.
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening?
okay, so it's obvious. All right.
I've frozen in place. That's what I've done. I have frozen in place with the voice in my head.
Okay.
I'm like that little chibi anime character that's like jumped up. I'm like, what is going on? I don't know.
Except it's massive.
yes, huge.
Do I take it that you're the one ahead in silent prayer? Token Kaziel understands.
I am. I am the one in prayer.
So you. Who are those people around you?
They are my comrades.
Oh.
We are here to protect the material plane from the far plane. Through its corruption, spreads deep and spreads far.
And who's trying to damage the material plane with this far plane, then? Who's attempting to do that?
The far plane. Those who wish to destroy the barriers that keep our planes separate.
That seems of noble work. Toten Kaziel understands it's the good in that. We wish to parley with this Tempa who seeks chronomancy.
Unfortunately, you may not, for she has already gone through. Behind this temple, the far plane is... the edge is very thin, to where 1 minute you are walking through an open door.
Well, it sounds simple enough. We could walk through and just parley. Is that not enough?
Might I ask why?
We have been told that she is in danger, and at all time, and planes are in danger. Token Kaziel must protect the trees.
Look, if what we were told is accurate, Tempa is attempting to do something that would destroy most, if not all, of the timelines in existence, and that's not very good for anybody. So,
A small bleeding person, Azorus, sent us to work upon this.
So the snake decides to go and send warriors to stop our plans.
the who now?
The non-believer. He
And what it-
he finds that our dilemma here is some small annoyance that shouldn't be handled. Tempa doesn't believe so. She has seen what has happened and sees the twisting and turns of the far plane and wishes to stop all of it. I don't understand why you guys are here and why he would send you. Our intentions are pure, to stop the bleeding.
If and if you stop this bleeding, what else stops?
Nothing.
Toten
Time out.
Kazio is
Time-
confused on what's happening
Time
and
out.
what you're doing to stop it. Oh,
I'm out. We're not going to talk to you for a second. Group huddle.
Toten Kazio thinks this person is in our minds, so group huddle may not be approachable.
I feel uncomfortable.
That
Uh,
that might be. I don't know if it would actually help, but it might give the appearance of helping at least. I don't know.
so, in everyone's mind, and in different voices, in different languages that you, of course, would know. Why not talk freely? I despise secrets.
It's very rude to just push in on people's private conversations, secrets or not. Don't you think that's a little bit no, I already used the word rude, so let's stick with that.
What would you do with trespassers then?
At the moment, we're trying to determine what exactly we're going to do next, so we may or may not be trespassers.
Toten Kazio was sent here by this place's protector, as you, it sounds, have and are.
And yet, Toten Kazil, it seems as if there are two factions within these defenders. Did you not remember what he said? One of his own did that to him.
There is a simple solution. If this is not a matter that can be decided here, and this person, this other, wants to explain, this tempo could explain to us, we may actually understand. So Toten Kazil wishes to go through the door and find out more.
This time we agree.
I'm not opposed to finding out more either. More information that rarely hurts anyone.
So let us go, let us learn.
Let
We're
us
not-
stop. As you are not going any further. As I fear that you want to interfere with our leader's plans.
We're not intending to cause damage at the moment. We're trying to find out what exactly is going on. Is that so wrong?
In the midst of this, as this is going in a very interesting direction, I am gonna take the stone of agility from my pocket. But I'm gonna just keep it in my hand for a second.
As the air starts to tensify, the three angelical figures turn towards you. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay, here we go.
15.
Oh, 24.
Oh boy.
What'd you get?
5.
Yeah, I see you. I'm sorry. I'm geeking out over here because I actually get to use D&D Beyond's fucking encounter builder, and it's linked to everyone, so I don't.
It's
have
beautiful, right?
Oh my god, it's so much.
You can see everybody's stuff between their passive. You watch it too. When we take away health points, you'll instantly watch it take away live on your end.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Pip, what was your
So cool.
what'd you get?
17.
17. All right. Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
boy.
it's fucking magical, man.
If you have it up previously before we roll initiative, then it will automatically add it in, so you don't even have to do anything.
I did. The only one
Yep.
that I didn't catch was Pip's. I'm really excited about it.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, Tolric, you are up first.
I love the DM geeking out over the tool features.
It's fucking great, man. So, we got Diva A, B, and C in front of you with Shoin behind them. Roughly about 10 or so feet. I'll say they're about 50 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
But it is Tolric's turn.
Okay. I'm going to look at everyone and goes,
We're doing this here.
It appears so.
and I just start charging full speed with the glaive over my head. I have a 45-foot speed. I am short, but I have my 20-foot reach. So I'm going to go hit that first dude right there. I got 3 attacks. First, though, I'm going to start off as you see me running. I have my echo split from me, and you see 2 of me running towards him.
Okay.
With exactly, it's like the mimic from Elden Ring. Literally has all my gear, and he's running towards him with the glaive as well.
A, B, or C? Which one are you gonna hit?
I'll do A.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alrighty. So, I will note just for you, my Neko Knight has 1 hit point, but it takes a bonus action for me to summon it in. And it's unlimited.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So you do not have a bonus action right now.
Yep. I used him to summon him in, and he can't do anything this turn. I have to use a bonus action to make him attack, but he's just running with me, kind of menacing to see 2 giant 7.5-foot tall bugbears just fucking charging towards him. But yeah, I'm going to make 3 glaive attacks against him.
Okay.
Natural 20 for a 38 on my first attack.
That hits.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and undo this real fast. Okay. The second attack, a 36.
Also hits.
And a 34.
All hit.
Okay, we're doing so the crit. What am I? What's the thing that you do again?
You can double the dice.
Double dice.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Doing crit damage. 23 points total with that.
Okay.
That's the crit. Now the next 2, it's going to be another 20 points
Okay.
and another 15, so 35, 67 points total.
You're good. I have it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that seems to be half health. So you took a fair bit of chunk out of the one angelic lady.
War's upon us! And that'll end my turn.
Okay. With that, Shion's up. Seems the brass dragons did not do their job well enough. Can let me look that up real quick. Tolric, can you make a con save, please?
Absolutely. That's gonna be a 21.
Okay. You pass then.
Sweet.
As a necrotic, as a necrotic spell takes hold of you, as you feel it start to take hold but lessen, as you take some necrotic damage. I'm gonna pull that
I
up.
am also resistant to necrotic. I
Nice.
have a life well tattoo, so
Good for you.
yeah. When I drop to 0, I go back to 1 hit point.
Nice. You. As so you're taking a quarter of the damage.
Half of half, baby.
So half of 38.
19,
And half of 19.
9 or 10 DM's discretion.
9.
Oh, yeah.
As 9 points of damage hits Tolric.
Yeah.
That is going to be Shion's turn. Pip.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was one thing I forgot to do because it happens at the beginning of my combat as my racial feat. My surprise attack, once per combat at the beginning of my first turn, I do an extra d6 on my first one, which technically was my crit.
Which you double.
Yeah, so would I do another 46? Because I get 2d6 from this damage, and if it was included with the first
Then
attack.
yes.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry, everybody. I just had to make sure I got this in. It was one of the features I wanted from this. Another 18 points.
Nice.
Damn, almost 80 points, roughly.
Alright. I'm going to have to put a pause in this real quick. So we're going to go and hit our break really quickly. And then we'll come back and finish up combat.
All right.
So we'll be
Yeah.
right back. Hello, everyone. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news. My basement is, not my basement. My bathroom is flooding. So I gotta go and fix that. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cancel tonight's session. We will be back, however, with this group again at some point. We're gonna get our schedules all aligned together, and then we're gonna wrap up and play and finish the one shot. I knew it was gonna take 2 episodes.
1.5 episodes.
Like a quarter of an episode. All right. Thanks for being here and joining us for the mayhem of this week. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys later. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.